This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. From streaming to shopping, Prime helps you get more out of your passions. So whether you're a fan of true crime or prefer a nail-biting novel from time to time, with services like Prime Video, Amazon Music, and fast free delivery, Prime makes it easy to get more out of whatever you're into or getting into. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to learn more.
At Chipotle, we also have a playlist. Guacamole as it's being hand mashed. The sizzle of adobo chicken on the grill. The chopping of onions and cilantro. We call our playlist Real. Order now. Chipotle. For real.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's this time of the week that we like to say...
Welcome to Eejits of the World!
With you,
Glenn Wool and you.
Andrew Maxwell.
And us.
Eejits. So many. And this week we have Monkeys on the Run.
We have spies and piano players.
We also have the Dutch language.
And we got Michael Bublé ripped out of his head on mushrooms.
Well, strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because this is Eejits of the World. Are you ready for your first story?
Please. Yes.
There has been a monkey on the run in Scotland for the last 5 days.
That could be said at any point. That's a tale as old as time, Andrew.
Yep. I is a Japanese macaque.
Was his name Jack?
Ugh, if only. Boringly, he's called Honshu. It's named after the most populous island in Japan.
Yeah.
That's boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little dull. Naming a little scamp after a metro region.
Yeah.
But there you go.
You get a monkey in Scotland and we have a big naming party and all of a sudden Angus is like, "Oh, fetch the atlas." Shut up.
Fingers crossed. Finally. Here we go. That's right. This monkey was born and raised in the Highlands of Scotland. I just love that. There must have been at some point that there's been a breakout. Aye, fetch everyone. Donald MacDonald and Campbell MacPherson Campbell. Gather round all the failies. I've got a monkey on the loose. 5 days he eluded. 5 days. No, he eluded. No.
He eluded capture.
Do you elude capture?
It depends what was going on in Scotland at the time. If there was like a long weekend, that 5 days is like, yeah, okay.
Lackety split, it's all gone.
Yeah, they are never sober enough to catch a monkey on the weekend in Scotland.
That's it. That's an old PP monkey heading towards the distillery. If you encounter a monkey with a strong peaty texture to his breath, do not approach him. He is a dangerous monkey who has drank some of the finest single malt in Scotland.
That's when they started looking for him.
That's it.
What's
greedy little bastard. He's into the second barrel. He was caught. He was caught because he was 5 days in, the little scamp, he was eating from a bird feeder.
Well, that ain't right.
What? For a drunk monkey? Like, that's just peanuts on a bar, isn't it?
Yeah. That's for the birds, though, monkey.
Know your place. Whiskey-fueled Japanese monkey.
Yeah.
So great. They said when they captured it, it was unclear if he was happy. I'm like, how long? This monkey has gone totally Scottish.
Exactly.
He's a Japanese monkey, but he's a bit red in the face, and he never smiles when he's sober.
Yeah.
Okay. Unclear if he was happy. Japanese monkey, he only broke out to get tranquilized, you know that?
Yeah.
They did trank him as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So
But he was Scottish monkey, so it was like one of those super soakers.
That's that. Give you all the smack you can gather out of the estate.
We gotta take down a fist-nut monkey. It ain't gonna be easy.
Oh, fucking hell, boys. On a dram, we're going to need a wee bit of whiskey ourselves. Yeah. There's one monkey in 1 24 hours has reenacted whiskey galore and train spotting. Dun, 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 dun. Juice bananas. Juice coconut chunks. Choose a tire on a swing.
Yeah.
Choose a lassie with a massive purple arsehole. It's too great.
I believe that was in both films. That last one.
Oh, it's just too great.
I'm telling you, they're gonna let those monkeys out every year. It sounds like the Scots have been having a blast with it too.
Yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
it's gone to February. Let the monkeys out.
Release the monkey. Here you go. I think if anybody Scottish listening, I think I've travelled over every region of Scotland in one sentence. But there you go.
Yeah.
Have you seen there was the image that the media used, because the media is now, just using AI images for stories. Have you seen the AI image for the story?
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah. So the monkey's in a kilt.
Yeah.
He's got a bonnet on his head, right? And he's got sparring, and he's on the run up a hill like that. And there's cops behind him chasing him up a glen. It looks like the poster from like an Ealing black and white comedy. Yeah. Wonderful. Simian nuptials. What a wonderful story.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun.
Peter Cushing. One of his best
Absolutely.
roles.
That's Sir Alec Guinness.
Yes, even.
Dear Sir Alec, in his prime. And he used to tell a wonderful story in Wogan about having all the fur actually put on him. 20 hours in the chair, 20 hours
Guinness played the monkey.
Guinness played the monkey. But so convincing was his shit throwing that people thought it was a stand-in.
I see.
Yes, exactly. But that's it. He's been found. He's been caught, recaptured, and he's back. He's safe. Haunts you. Terrible.
Yeah. Jack the macaque.
Jack the macaque.
Yeah.
That's what we're called.
Jackie the macaque.
Jackie the macaque.
Yeah. He loves
You
a
wee
little
scum.
He loves a little macaque. That's where he really was for 5 days.
Good to see you, Good to see you, boys.
They knew where that monkey was every second of the time.
That's just a trail of condoms and just 10-inch cards. Yeah, well, he's back 5 days though. That's good going, like.
Yeah, that's most weekends last about 5 days in Scotland. So.
They sure do. They've never actually officially had a bank holiday. Just every fourth weekend they're like, right, that's it.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we're not gonna wait for the banks.
Wait for the banks. They print their own money in Scotland anyway. What is Clyde Bank?
Nobody knows.
Clydesdale Bank.
And that tiny little face on Robert the Bruce. That's the weirdest part.
Oh, that is weird. Where he looks like he's been squished into the helmet.
He looks.
Is that the one?
Yeah,
Do you remember? Did you used to do that in Canada when you were little kids? Please, Mr. Bus Conductor, don't close the door. Did you used to do that? Is that a thing kids did?
with a jumper or like
You squish your face.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's just nature.
That's right. That's normal.
If give a kid a chance to do that, he'll do that.
Or a medieval Scottish monarch, as it turns out.
Yeah.
I like the fact he's called Robert the Bruce, because it could easily be Bruce the Robert. I mean, it's just...
It sounds like it's his little character that he does when he squishes his face. I'm Robert the Bruce.
Dia again, Bobby. Bobby, do that thing you do that Brucey character. All right, boys. Okay, gather around the fireplace. I'm only doing it one more time, and then we're away off to drive the Vikings from our land forevermore.
Aye.
All right, then. Here we go.
Pulls the string just a little tighter until it's just a nose.
Where's my spider in a cave? Something about spider in a cave. Can't remember what it was. But there you go. Thank you, Scotland, and thank you, you plucky little monkey, for opening this week's episode.
Yeah.
And we raise a glass to you, or a banana chunk, or whatever you're going to get. Well, all I know for certain is you're going to be eating more fruit and vegetables than anybody in the town you live in.
That's why they caught him. Has anybody been in here looking for vegetables? Well, yeah, this wee little guy. Oh, he's not. He's not a guy. He's a monkey.
I don't know about that now. He had a fair beard on him. I'd say his measly beard.
Right. Could it have been Alec Guinness?
No. No. But I tell you what, he had an absolute queer desire for raisins.
Aye.
And banana chunks and such.
That's your man.
That's him.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we haven't offended anybody in Scotland with their opening story, because it's a two-header.
Yeah.
If this has offended you, Scottish people, don't worry. The next part of the monkey double-header is about the English.
You'll enjoy it.
But it's still about a macaque. Because in Brazil, yes, you know, Brazil,
Yeah.
there is a type of monkey, hopefully our video producer will be capable of putting this up onto the screen because it's pretty damn special. It turns out there's a type of macaque in Brazil called macaco inglês. Hopefully this isn't going to be too hard for you. I know you're not a natural.
I've already figured it out, but tell me.
It's so great. Look at his face on this monkey. It's so red. It has a bum for a head. It has an arse for a mouth. It has two piss holes in the snow for eyes. But mostly it is the reddest faced thing that has ever not been a Tory backbencher.
It's actually born with a little phone that it can call into radio shows with.
I just want to say, when I started swinging from these trees, it was all macaques. I mean, nobody had to go, you didn't have to fill out a form and go, are you macaco inglês? Everybody was just macaco. Do you know what I mean? You could leave your tree unlocked at night. During the day, we had bananas. Everybody had bananas. Do you know what I mean?
We didn't have any of these rhesus monkeys coming over here.
No, everybody was the same monkey. Do you know what I mean? There are only three names: Terry, Tony, Steve, Chris, and Gary. How many, you know what I mean? How many names does a monkey need? So, I mean, if you're English, it is crazy insulting. Because, and yet, wow, you've seen the guy.
Yeah, and it's not only is it true, it does look like an English guy. I think it's also revenge for what Brazilian means over here. It's and they played that nice and long. They were like,
that's okay. That's okay. Last 30 years, the whole of Brazil's been. That's fine. Tabu, no problem. Our entire country is just whipping pussy hair out. Okay. That's fine. That's what you know.
Like our tongues hang out and you think it looks like,
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. You think it's just
Yeah.
You know, we are
reduced it.
We are home to the third largest airplane manufacturer in Brera.
Yeah.
You know.
That could mean Brazilian.
That could be it. Could be about their planes. But no. It's just about their smooth beetle bonnets. Or pubic mounds. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. This red-faced monkey is about you. You see, this which is if you turn him around, yeah, hairy, very hairy. No oral sex for this. That's so great. But honestly, he does look like, you know what I mean? Occasionally, there's just a Tory backbenchers, you know, caught having a wank over tractors in the house. I mean, he looks like that. The thing is that I became a monkey.
Yeah, he looks like AI has drawn a Tory backbencher.
MP actually stands for monkey person. And I'm the monkey person from Midwest lower higher riding of Little Shipley.
Just when they pan and like everyone's for Prime Minister questions, he's just at the back picking light up.
You see, when I was a young monkey, grooming was a positive thing. Yeah. It was a sign that you enjoyed the company of your young constituents.
So if you hear any rumors, that's what it's about. I'm actually a monkey, and I was grooming the other monkeys and
removing the lice
from
the pubes. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! I just edited it myself in real time. That was good. That was handy.
Don't do it. Just let it free. Let it all rip.
But you know what it is? The thing is, obviously, it's when you see it, like, this is basically this little monkey, very characterful, I should say. This macaco English is, it looks sunburnt.
Sadly, it looks like a baboon's ass, which you don't want to get caught in the wrong side of town with a face like a baboon's ass when a horny baboon's around.
That's right. You're getting skull folks. Horny baboon.
Yeah.
Obviously, the baboon.
Or the baboon wants a blowjob. Flips you over.
Whatever. Either way,
it's not gonna be fun.
It's not for you anyway. Can't speak for the macaque. Might like it a great deal. But he looks sunburnt.
Yeah.
That's why he's called as in, you know, English sunburn, which I've actually witnessed, right? Many moons ago. I was in Rio, right?
Right.
And I went along. It was Man United were in their pomp.
Yeah.
Not a Man United fan, so I went along to support the other team, Vasco da Gama.
Oh, I thought you meant like you'd just gone to Brazil because Man United was so good. Like, I just had to get away from it. I had to get away from it all. Walk the streets of Rio de Janeiro.
I'd rather get hit with a stray bullet.
And watch those assholes lift another trophy.
Yet another trophy. It's been a while, boys. Anyway, it was United were in, I think it was the Club World Cup. I can never remember when that thing is on.
Oh, yeah.
And they were against Vasco da Gama, which is one of the...
So you were explorer. Really?
Indeed, named after the scorer.
No, they were playing him.
Yes, they were playing one man from the 16th century.
He'd fallen into the Vasco da Gama the Fountain of Youth.
Yes.
And played Man U. I'm sorry.
Which wasn't his Fountain of Youth. The thing. So I went along to the game, right? And it was our winter, their summer. Okay. And it was in the Maracanã, the legendary Rio de Janeiro stadium, right? It's like over 100,000 people. Wow. It's dug into the ground to fit everybody in. It's like an amazing, giant stadium, one of the biggest in the world. And it was free seating, right? And all the Brazilian fans naturally went into the shade. But the 5,000 travelling monks, right, and it was a midday kickoff. They were all straight away up there, upper deck, sunshine, the whole time, like that. It was like Brazil summer, and they're all like fat and they're bald, and they're all topless, and they're all just shouting. And I was like, oh, these dickheads. And there's Brazilian guys who were beside me. He goes, it's okay, just 20 minutes. They will calm down. Oh boy, did they! Oh, fuck off! What are you gonna do about it? Come on, you fucking, come on, you Spanish bastards! Yeah, like 20 minutes in the game, like, okay, now. They were just slowly
Blasted them with a laser.
yeah, exactly. Just a death ray, just a Mancunian death ray, which is actually just a bedside lamp.
Yeah,
It's more than enough for those rain monkeys, drizzle beasts. There were thousands of them all just slowly
getting even more nasally.
just slowly going down.
That's the funniest thing about like people from Manchester. Just that, like, do they ever, if after they make a speech, do they have to stop because their nose is tired? Just have to lie down.
Just give it a couple of minutes, you know. I'll be back. So what? They were crushed. They were just.
I'm envisioning.
They wilted. They look like they wilted.
You know those red potatoes that you can get? That's what I'm envisioning. 20,000 of those.
Yeah, that's right. If you peel us, we're just like normal potatoes.
Oh, you're gonna peel.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh, but the Brazilians were like, wow, it's just like, there was one guy behind me who was just like, it's like watching a nature documentary. Incredible. Slowly cooking. In macaco English.
Yeah. Well, you see, you think that it was the sun that did that to the English monkey. I just think it's a blood pressure issue.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Those monkeys watch too much GB news, and it gets under their skins, and they don't take their medicine.
What is it about that heavily salted pig meat you insist on eating every single day? Maybe that's why it's called a macaco English. Just in the jungle, there they are, foraging away. But one of the more unusual denizens of the forest. Here we are, macaco English, talking into his full English. You're right, cocker. Mate, I'm fucked. I'll be all right once I get this in scranny. Once I get into me. Okay, now. Have you got any paracetamol?
Every once in a while, one of their hearts pops like a goddamn shotgun blast, and all the birds fly out of the tree. We called it an English monkey because it was the only other thing we'd ever seen eat bacon and beans at the same time.
It had a fried onion, but there was a fried tomato on his plate, but it never ate it.
No, it ate right around it.
Right around, but it insisted that it was on there. That it wouldn't be something known as a full English monkey breakfast without it. Not eating that. Fuck off. Mushrooms? What are we, French? Not a French monkey. Just 2-3 types of pig. Some eggs and beans. Yeah. And then the rest of it's just, decoration. Yeah. It's objet d'art.
Yeah, get you 3 a day.
Oh dear. Yeah, that monkey does look like it's just, The monkey, if you still haven't seen it, what it looks like it drinks in a railway train station pub.
The last place it's allowed to drink in town.
I've already told you, mate. Last orders, right? Fuck off. I were in the Falklands. That's the sound it makes across the canopy. Mate, I were in the Falklands, mate. Oh dear. Well, I dread to think what the Irish monkey looks like. Oh well, hooray for monkeys!
Yeah.
And wonderful. Thank you very much, our simian chums, for not one but two wonderful tales.
Yeah, and if anybody else has got monkey stories, send them in, because I love talking about monkeys.
I can't believe this podcast could be mostly about monkeys. As
If we needed it to be, we could do it.
There's so many different types,
I know.
isn't there? Mm-hmm. There's really little ones.
And there's big ones.
That's right. They're all hairy though,
Yeah.
except for the smooth ones. Anyway,
And it's not unless you shave them, and you're not allowed to do that anymore.
that's right, mate, because beards are in. Shave me like a 90s monkey.
Honey.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you have a tale for me?
I do. I do.
Oh, God, that's so great.
These guys.
I could do an hour and a half of monkeys.
Yeah.
But come on, there has to be some more, more clowns.
It took place at King's Cross International Station. Now, they have one of those pianos that anybody can come and play. And sometimes
Right.
that's a bad thing.
It is. Well, it's only a bad thing if you don't like hearing chopsticks. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
If that's your game.
Yeah, or somebody that's way too trained and is just like, oh, there's a piano? I didn't know there was going to be... Yeah, you did.
Well, guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Recommended off.
Yeah, puts out their little, oh, you just carry that around. I have it. I like to peruse it on the train. You did not. But yeah.
This is in King's Cross Eurostar, the train station?
Yeah, the international station.
Do you know who gave that piano to the station?
No, I don't.
Elton John.
Did he?
It was Elton John's piano. Presumably they gave it a white
No,
gem.
I think P. Diddy did it.
Yes, Elton John's piano is now in the train station.
Wow.
Anyway, what happened?
A gentleman was playing it for his YouTube channel,
Right.
Which I don't watch, but I have no problem with him doing it.
Right.
And some Chinese tourists, or so they said they were, started to watch him.
What else could they have been?
Well, they could have been spies. They could have been anything, Andrew. But
Right. Well, we're not denying that they were Chinese.
no.
Right.
No.
So what their occupation?
Yeah, but they had Chinese flags with them, though. So
Okay. It's unusual.
yeah. They ended up being recorded on like.
By the way, that's an odd way to go about being a spy, though. Right.
This is what honestly they are. There is talk that they were spies, and this is why they went so crazy.
Okay. What happened?
They ended up on the guy's recording, and at that point they were like, "Excuse me, you cannot record our images," which is a Chinese law.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Does not extend to the King's Cross International Station.
I was unaware it was part of the Chinise embassy.
Yeah.
This I didn't know.
I guess they may have built a tunnel all the way from China to, it would be a good way to sneak it, like into an international train station. Then you're like, no, technically, this is part of China.
Right.
So they asked the dude, and he was like, I don't have to stop recording you.
Right. Is this... He's a sort of a white-haired dude, wears glasses, sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen... I know what you're talking about. He's got a very much strong early 90s stand-up comedian, used to be far left, then disappeared and re-emerged and is big on Facebook.
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah. He's...
Does that make sense?
Yeah, oh, very much so. Very much so. He seemed to know his rights a lot more than I would have in that situation. Like, if any Chinese spies came up to me and said, you're not allowed to do that, I'd be like, well, I didn't, but why would you lie?
Right. Why would the foot soldier of a dictatorship lie?
Yeah, well, why would you come? Well, but yeah, so they got in a big argument, and he went just like that, and they were like, do not touch her! Don't touch her! I was like, you guys are really blowing your cover here,
Right.
For no reason.
Well, so it's for his YouTube channel. He's playing the piano, and what are they in the background? Or
Yeah, they were just watching. They were watching, but then they saw that they'd showed up on camera, and they'd really went insane.
Well, they weren't meant to be in a train station.
Yeah, like I don't know what they were, unless they were explicitly told by the Chinese government, do not watch any pianos.
Yes.
You've got one job.
One thing. Don't be tempted by the keys.
Yeah.
Yes.
But even if like that is how they blew their cover, like, I mean, going in that day afterwards, like, so what happened? Well, you know, we what, did they torture you? How did they get it out of you? You know how much I love watching pianos in the train station. No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that was your weakness. I thought you were liable to succumb to water torture. No. This guy was just playing green sleeves. Yeah. We were walking past. We were in a formation. We had our little flag.
Yeah, how did he know you were Chinese? Well, we had our flags with us.
We did. We were waving flags.
All right. So there's no plausible deniability here. You can't.
Yeah, this was like, I tried to follow this one. It was a hullabaloo. You know, the newspapers described it as argy-bargy. But I think argy-bargy involves a bit of pushing and shoving.
Well,
I think it was more of a hullabaloo.
The police
or
got involved, and the police didn't seem to know anything about law. They seemed to be confused about law, and they also were confused about what constituted racism, because he said, all he said to them was, this is England, this isn't communist China, your laws don't apply here. And then the cop came in and he's like, apparently you called them communists. And he's like, well, they are.
I mean, that's true.
But you can't say that. And it's like, well, no, that's
that's not the C word.
No.
It's communist. I mean,
she's like, yeah, but you did it because they were Chinese. And he was like, they have Chinese flags with them.
They've the party banner of the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So she was trying to frame it as if he had racially abused them over communism, which, you know, technically that's from North London. That's not from
that's
from
true.
China.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, like you can call people communists, especially if they are.
If they are, yeah, sure. If they're just merely a centre-left politician in a liberal democracy and you're besmirching them, then that's a bit bad form. But if these people are actually from the Chinese government, which is communist, then that's them communists then.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know. You cannot call those communists from the Communist Party communists. Like,
whoa. It seems like the Great Leap Backwards. That's what the train station did.
No.
They just, it's so British and so sad. So like proper modern life is rubbish. They put, you know, a barrier around it. They shut it. You know the Castle Duloc. You know what I mean, where they make you walk in the long twisty thing at passport control or
you
know, theme park.
It worked too.
Yeah.
People were like, oh.
Guys, there's no way we can actually access the Joy machine. There's so sad.
Can't get over it.
So sad. Well, I would say Chinese Communist Party officials, get over yourselves.
Yeah.
And also renegade public pianists.
Quit acting like such a pianist in public.
Yeah. Chill out, dude. I mean, it's like I saw some footage where he was like, "It's a free country." I'm like, I think you'll find Britain is very expensive.
Yeah, London. The heart of London is free.
Free? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Even the pigeons have to pay. Well, We say good luck to you, slightly edgy Chinese Communist Party officials and also public musicians of the world.
Yeah, you really came together to make a nice pack of idiots there.
You sure did. Are you ready for another story, Mr. Glenn?
I sure am.
Well then, what a absolute treat I've got for you. So, do you remember a couple of episodes back we were laughing about the biggest politician in the Netherlands, Geert Wilders. Geert Wilders, the populist anti-immigration, anti-Islam dude.
Yeah.
Who's part Indonesian and dyes his hair blonde.
A face bigger than Robert the Bruce's small face.
That's right.
They could be in a double act together.
He had the face of a barge.
They could put Robert the Bruce's face on his nose.
They could put a whole of Scotland on his nose, man. He's got a very big face.
He's a large-faced man.
Well, he sent out a tweet that went viral, which said, "We having a big problem," or something like. No, it said, "We have a serious problem," in Dutch, and the whole world went, "Is that Dutch?
Yeah.
Is that actually Dutch?"
Or the Swedish chef.
The Dutch for "we have a serious problem" is "we have a serious problem."
Yeah, you've been drinking.
So Dutch. The Dutch are just, they're like, why try too hard when we can just, trade language with other people? Right? But that's apparently genuinely Dutch. So it all kicked off online with all sorts of extra expressions. Right, these are actual sentences. This is actual. I love this. Fucking in the kitchen in Dutch is nuken in de koeken. So great.
This is one of Sly Stone's best songs. 19-minute bass solo and nuking in the koeken.
Baby, we nuking in the koeken. This nuking is fucking. It's where in English we get. Do you remember the Carry On movies? Old timey, just slightly dirty.
Yeah.
Expression for sex is nookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know Sid James go? Whoa, I wouldn't say no a bit of nookie. Whoa.
Yeah.
And it's just mild. Yeah. Mildly dirty.
Yeah.
Right. That's because the Boer War, the British soldiers brought the expression nookie back from the South African.
What were those guys doing? You're supposed to be having a war.
Guys, you weren't meant to be having sex with all the hookers. And nevertheless, can you believe it? Soldiers and hookers.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's where the expression is. But so nuken is like, it's not like the level of dirty that nookie is. It's fucking. Right?
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Nuclear.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but there was in the 80s, 70s and 80s in Britain, there was a very famous ventriloquism act called Roger de Courcy.
Yes, I did know this.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he was in Canada as well, because he was a great...
No, I just know who he is.
Yeah, Roger de Courcy and his puppet, Nookie the Bear. It's always on this image of just, a Dutch tourist of the first wave that could actually speak English. And, came in through Felixstowe and saw there was a comedy show on in Great Yarmouth. Sit down and ladies and gentlemen, family show, will you please welcome to stage Roger de Courcy and Fucky the Bear.
Roger and his fuck bear. Oh, this is good. We've got this in Holland too.
That's right. I thought you guys were a bit more close-minded, but you guys you're up to speed with the bear fucking. Or fuck bear. I could not. My vocabulary's not great. With the fuck bear. Fucking the bear.
Yeah.
I decided, knowing that we were going to talk about this, I actually on YouTube looked at some of Roger and Nookie the Bear sketches. I I didn't realise that Nookie has the exact same voice as Roger. When Nookie's talking, great. Like, Roger's a fantastic vent. You can't see him move, but he didn't go for another accent or voice. So it's just...
Have you looked into whether or not his wife is Dutch? It's just when he can get the fuck bear out to ask for it. He was too shy. But,
Go on, Nookie. You ask her. Margarita, is there any way Big Rog can get his knob wet?
He's drinking a glass of water.
It wasn't me, love. As you can see, I drank an entire glass of water. My beer went off-piste. Went all continental. This is an even better one. Oh, God. It sounds so great. Obviously, this is just written down. Christ knows how Dutch people are actually pronouncing these things.
Yeah.
Right? This is another one. This really tickled me. I'm not a mature man. Let me tell you this one beforehand. See if you can work out what this is in English. Ich drink 2 glasen beer.
I drank 3 glasses of beer.
Yes, or 2. 2, I think's 2.
Oh, right.
But this is my favourite one. Smack me, daddy. In Dutch is give me ein Klapp, papa. It's so childish. I'm sure that's not. I'm sure when the person who is asking to get smacked on the ass while they're being fucked, I assume they're not speaking in the voice of Papa Smurf. Give me ein Klapp, papa. Well, that's the smurfiest darn thing anybody's ever asked me to do. Papa. It's so weird. It's just
I've
the
always
idea of
been creeped out by the Smurfs and just how they breed.
I don't know. There's just one chicken heels.
And Papa are Papa and Smurf, like, are they all the little Smurflets of Papa and Smurfettes?
I don't know. I try not to think about it too much.
No. But, yeah, Smurfette's never pregnant. So did she have a litter and then that's it? She's done. She doesn't have to have any more? But...
You mean 100 and done?
Yeah. Now I'm just living for me.
I'm going back to my career. I've birthed 100 of you little blue bastards. By this 1,000-year-old Old Testament creep. By this tiny blue Belgian Santa Claus.
I'm very traditional in that way.
Give me ein Klapp, papa. It's so hard to imagine saying.
Yeah, he did give me the clap, by the way.
He did. That's right. I have a fully erect Ernest Hemingway standing behind me. Give me ein Klapp, papa.
After his trip to Antwerp, he came back.
Yes, he came back with the special present from Montezuma. It's not mature.
I had to go down to Gargamel's lab try to cook something up.
Yeah. Say what you want about Gargamel. He's not doing that. No. He's not living like that. It's just him and his cat wanking away. Probably. I mean, hard to know.
Yeah.
Give me a clap, papa. Nuken. Well, good luck to you, Dutch people.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you're fantastic businessmen and women. Good Lord, you know the arbitrage game inside out.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
I don't know either. All I know is that you always ski at the end of the season for value reasons.
Ah.
That's right. That's the last weekend of the season is in Holland, or the Netherlands, is called Dutch Week.
Wow.
In Holland, Dutch people always joke about what tight horses they are.
Yeah, I've always liked them. Holland's one of my favorite places.
Also, I've never found them to be ungenerous.
No.
But apparently that's their personal reputation for themselves, that they're very...
When makes you wonder what they're acting like when we're not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing?
which we'll never know because we're always there. In 3 roads near the main train station.
Yeah.
You know, we've got amazing museums. Do you? That's fascinating.
Yeah, I just ate 3 mushrooms capsules, and I got an amazing museum going on up here. You should see the exhibits going on in here. Line up for that.
Yeah. Give me a clap, Papa.
Give me the clap, Fossa.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, the one another one that comes from Dutch is the word poppycock.
No.
Which again is pretty light, isn't it?
Well,
Well,
not if you...
But do you know what it comes from?
No.
In Dutch, it means wet, soft shit. Papjakak.
Kak, yeah.
Papjakak.
Yeah.
You know, as in papier-mâché. It's wet and soft.
Oh.
And it's weird. Like, the English version, like, is something that, like, a granny would say at a tea party. Poppycock.
Yeah, and I think like back with the times that it's from, wasn't just all shit like that. Their diets were so poor.
Please.
I can't see them having nice, healthy.
Before you Dutch people mastered the polders. You were just living off cheese.
I know.
Cheese and herring.
And they would used to shit on these. Their toilets were like plates, so they could dig through them and look for worms. An old Dutch toilet. It's like you poo onto it, and then when you flush it, it like takes it away. But it's If you ever go back there in the 90s,
If you ever get your hands on one of those time machines,
that's right.
You get one of those time machines. Get yourself to the 1890s.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they don't have them. Some of the old bars still have the plates that you shit onto, but it's mostly been phased out because they were looking for worms.
Sounds like
they wanted to see if they had worms. They didn't just want worms.
Right. For the canals, for fishing.
Yeah, they were very frugal fishermen.
That's right. Here in the Netherlands, we're not throwing our money or willy-nilly around at living like a king, coked out of his mind king at the bait shop. You're not one of those rich canal fishermen.
Yeah, grow your own bait.
That's right. Walk in your own.
Cook that food. Don't cook that meat long. Grow your own bait.
Grow your own bait.
I wonder how to say that in Dutch. Groeken your own. Groeken your own hoeken.
That's why we call or do we call it our wormhole. give me the wormhole.
I'll say it with the bear. Honey, can I have the wormhole?
I need to go dig for bait. Oh, Lordy. Well, there you go. So even from the missives, the online missives of divisive far-right populists, laughter can come.
Yep.
Do we have one more story to round us out there, Mr.
We do,
Wood?
and we go back to my home nation and one of my favorite people on the planet. And he was before this happened, but
okay.
He really, Michael Bublé, they did a different thing with the All-Star game this year.
Michael Bublé, the housewife's favourite.
Yeah, Mr. Christmas.
Mr. Christmas.
That's right.
He's basically Michael Bublé he's the Canadian Frank Sinatra for people who still think a long dead Frank Sinatra is too edgy.
Yeah. Or for some reason can't get a hold of any Sinatra music.
I've only ever heard good things about the fella.
He used to be a fisherman. I don't know if you know, like a commercial fisherman. He used to.
You mean like a trawlerman?
Yeah. He used to work on a seiner in the summertime. He used to have like a.
He used to work on a what?
A seiner. It's a kind of fishing vessel.
Right. Is it like a schooner? Is it a flat bottom?
No, a seiner does they do the circular net, and then it ties at the bottom and then comes up, I believe. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
The history of Michael Bublé's fishing experience is probably not where you're going with the story.
I'm painting a picture of like
a deeply Canadian
Frank
picture.
Sinatra never did a year crab fishing in Alaska.
Boy, I'd love to have heard it. Boo boo doo doo doo. You somebody else do the work. I'll be smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. At best, he might have worked as a cook or boo boo.
Boo ba ba doo doo. No chance.
Yeah.
Frank's not getting his hands dirty.
No, but Michael Bublé actually was a fisherman, which always because he does those things, but. So he is he's basically just a Canadian dude that can sing like one of those guys. So they just make me do it, and I sing the songs, and the mums like it. So I don't really question it. I just do it.
It's like a force of nature.
Yeah. So he's now famous, and he gets
very
asked
famous
to play in the All-Star game at the NHL, or like a celebrity All-Star game.
Right, it's like a charity thing. All celebs playing against retired, famous ice hockey players.
Yeah,
gotcha.
And it's at the All-Star weekend, and there's just footage of him at the press conference going, "Okay, like my buddy said it was going to be like a microdose of mushrooms, and it wasn't. Like, it was totally, and I was like, oh.
So great. It's like a press conference.
A press conference. Now, of course, it's not about the Houthis or anything.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not like, and Mr. Biden's spokesman, Michael, would you come out here and...
Oh, wow. It's getting really busy in the Red Sea. I've just microdosed like so many shrooms.
I took the whole box of microdoses.
Is this before or after the game?
He was on them during the game, he said.
So he's more than likely this was broadcast. This would have been TV in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Michael Bublé has confessed. He's confessing to being off his shit on mushrooms while playing ice hockey.
Well, I think he's confessing to being the most awesome guy in Canada. It's the only way anybody would take that. Like, I don't think... Like, even in Canada, even my buddies that don't drink take mushrooms. Like, it's just like across the board. Like, you got like... Mushrooms get a special place. Like, even like really anti-drug people in Canada still take mushrooms. Like, everybody takes mushrooms.
Yeah, right.
if you can get them, because you can't just get them anywhere. It's like it's seasonal, and every once in a while a hippie shows up, and you're like, oh, those little those little chocolate turtles aren't just chocolate turtles, are they? And he's like, no, they're not. Yeah.
These chocolate turtles used to live on a golf course.
And then everybody has an absolute blast.
And so, did he get in trouble?
Who can get him in trouble?
Who? I ask you.
It's not. We found out you're playing hockey a bit high. Okay, and what happens then?
You're now the Premier of Ottawa.
There is not. We do not have enough prisons if that's illegal.
So he'd be, yes, I suppose, in Canada, famous Canadian, plays in a charity celeb ice hockey match, admits to being off his nut on shrooms at it.
Yeah. By accident, though. He was just trying to be a little bit on shrooms, and he got the wrong capsule.
That's going to make you a real legend in Canada, right?
Oh, yeah.
He
better have a Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald style song about it next time he pops his head out.
What's he called again? What's that, the Canadian trad musician? What's he called?
Gordon Lightfoot.
No. Stompin' Joe.
Stompin' Tom Connors.
What's he called?
Stompin' Tom Connors.
Stompin' Tom Connors. He's going to have a song
Hello
about
out there. We're on mushrooms, and I can't see my nose.
Wow,
I've made a little thing anyway.
right on. Turns out my associate, Mr. Glenn, is also on mushrooms as we speak. I caught him in the double helix of truth. I suppose I have to say, because all I would know him as the housewife's favourite over here, so I was slightly surprised, but not disappointed. I looked into who the most surprising celebs that have ever taken hallucinogens, whether LSD or mushrooms. Do you know who was like really famous in the golden era of Hollywood for taking acid?
I do, but tell me.
Cary Grant.
I know.
Wow. So amazing. That he was a massive acid head. Apparently he had a lot of, he'd done a lot of psychological work, done a lot of therapy, hadn't really helped him with his childhood and whatnot, and he got into acid. But he was at the height of his fame.
Yeah.
To Catch a Thief, the movie he did with Gene Kelly? No, Gene Kelly's a man. Beautiful. She went on to be the Princess of Monaco.
Oh, Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly. Yeah, To Catch a Thief. There's all these scenes where he's running across roofs because he's a cat burglar.
Yeah.
And it turns out he was bollocksed on acid.
Wasn't in the script.
No.
Gary, where are you going?
Exactly.
Okay, just follow him. Follow him.
Cary Grant. Judy. If anybody is looking for me, I will be in the backyard, sitting on a lawn chair, contemplating my hands. 12 glorious hours.
He used to take he used to use it for therapy too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and the one this was the one that fixed him. He said was he was ripped on acid, like absolutely out of his mind. He stripped down and took a large poo on the couch of the therapist. In the middle of talking about his childhood, and then it was just that was it. He was good.
Wow. What a bittersweet day for a therapist.
Or or whoever's there for the 2:00. Yeah, just don't. We're gonna get a new couch in. Well, you know what? Let's do it in the park.
Let's go for a walk.
Yeah, Gary's still in there. He's drawn something on the wall, and he's using his own feces. So
it's more of a break poo than a breakthrough. So bad, so shit, so terrible. Well, there you go. Well, there's celebrities and acid.
Yeah. Well, they all liked it, and there were a lot of them.
I can't feel my pace.
Yeah. I miss those days because now you see stuff, you see movies, and no one's drunk or anything on the set. Like there's going to be some very boring books that come out about and then Arthur showed up and had some yogurt and danced in front of the green screen, and that's how we made the blockbuster.
That's right. And the funny thing is, the whole thing came under budget.
Yeah, I sure did.
But if you don't believe me, I can email you the spreadsheets.
Okay.
Luckily, Michael Bublé's out there.
Yeah,
Bublé's. Bublé's. That's how square this world has got. The Bublé's,
Going
Mr.
up
Edge.
in his dad's station wagon. Who wants to do Zoomers with the Bubble Man?
Fly me to the moon. Boop-bop, boop-bop-a-dee-dee-dee. Whoa, where did that come from?
Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ. One of you's got to drive or make my hands stop going.
Yeah,
Because I can't do both.
They can be used as hands, or in this occasion, two magnificent maps of the universe.
You're still driving, Mike. Whoa, Jesus.
Oh, holy moly.
Glad we didn't take the mountain road. Glad this happened in Saskatchewan. If this had happened in British Columbia, we would have been in a ravine.
Yes, and they're treacherous. Well, there you go. Well, that's good. Hooray for celebs. And what a heartwarming tale. And I'd imagine there was probably quite a lot of money raised for charity as well.
I hope so.
Well, very good.
Okay.
Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this week's episode of Eejits' World. We have certainly enjoyed the company of these characters we've regaled you with.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Yes.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't just do one or the other. Well, subscribe if you've only got one of those in your heart. But
We'd prefer if you
just
did both.
do them both.
It's been a Pod People production.
A Pod People production.
See you next week, guys.